Hi, guys. Wait. Okay, it's fine.
It's a podcast stretch.
Oh, it is.
Everybody get ready to hunker in and enjoy this nice, long podcast.
It actually is kind of long. Oh, look at that. Yeah. So let's see. We talk about Nikki's birthday box, which is fantastic.
Again, Nate and Jen, I know you listen to RadioU. I'm not sure if you're podcast listeners as well, but and other listeners too. It is so sweet that you guys you think of us and you drop stuff off and you get things for us. It's just really appreciated. It's very sweet.
It's really something.
Yeah.
So we talk that a bit. Butter eating, Godzilla animes, bulletproof BMWs, Reese snacks, Hello Kitty, lots of Sanrio and Target talk, avocado toast, and I would say, most importantly, we talked to Xael.
Oh, she's a new artist. Well, she's been on a Bryson Price song. So, again, you guys are podcast listeners, but we're on RadioU where you can hear lots of great music. So, check us out at RadioU.com. But for her, she's been on Bryson Price song that did super well for us. Everybody really loved. But now she's got her own music on RadioU. So, we talked to her about that.
All right. So, I hope you guys have a great weekend. Enjoy this podcast, and we will...
enjoy your own Pringles, because I'm going home to enjoy mine.
You totally should.
I already put them in the car, even though I have work left. I put them in the car so they're safe.
So they're ready. Oh, it is the riot.
The definition of insanity is putting the riot on again and again and expecting a better result. It's the worst of the riot on RadioU.
Guys, Nikki cheated like just a little bit because...
Well, I wanted to make sure it wasn't anything scary. I didn't doubt you, Nate and Jen, but, we just want to double check. And now it's still a surprise from you.
So Nikki she opens the box and goes,
I never thought it would be this. Nate and Jen dropped off a belated birthday present. There's some French toast coffee that's for you and I to share.
Wonderful.
So,
I wish I hadn't already brewed the coffee.
You can throw that out. You should just brew this.
Okay, I will. Fair enough.
You have no idea what's in here. You ready?
You're right. What?
It's the sweet corn
What?
Pringles that I adored last year. There's a ton of them.
Where did they get them?
I don't know. Heaven?
There's 3?
No, there's 4. Wait. There's more. There's one more.
You know what?
Yes.
I'm shocked.
I know. I didn't think. And they're all individually bubble wrapped because they care. Because they're so sweet. Oh, my gosh. Who wants some sweet corn Pringles?
Does it feel like there's some in there and it's not just the cans?
Oh, that would be so mean.
They're not just for decoration?
Here, wait, let's be gentle. Aww.
Okay, yeah. All right.
I loved these Pringles. They were like a limited edition last year. And I said on air.
They were so good.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, I said on air, like, where can we get these? And they found them.
That's amazing.
That's the best birthday present.
That is one of those things where that's not just like, hey,
that's perfect. Oh my gosh.
That's not like I've listened to your show before. That's like when you talk, I listen.
I know, and that was so sweet of you guys to find them. So I have 5 cans. We must ration them. Like a can a month or something, or a
whatever.
I don't know how far I can.
It'll never make it to Sunday. It's never going to make it to Sunday.
I'm going to wake up Monday from some sweet corn Pringle coma thing. It's going to be bad.
We're going to have you at the doctor, and they're going to be like, well, you were never meant to eat that many at once.
There was this one weird summer where there was this corn allergy in the air.
Oh, that's right.
And I broke out in these horrible hives and rashes for weeks, and I had to take all this stuff. I don't care if this brings that
Doesn't
on
matter.
either. Wait, let's open it. You ready? You guys have time, don't you?
I got time. How about give me a smell report?
So good. I remember the smell. I remember you.
It's so good.
I love you, sweet corn Pringles, not in a weird way, but oh my gosh. Nate and Jen, I love you guys too. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, we have a show. We'll do a show, I guess, today.
Well, you know what?
Wait, gentle.
Nikki, you can, if you just want to sit over there during the music and just eat corn.
I didn't even eat breakfast. This is breakfast.
And it's healthy because it's corn.
It's corn. Yeah, it's fine. Oh, my gosh. Hi, guys. Welcome to the family.
We got to take a picture of you with all of your Pringles. That is incredible. So, hey, right here.
Yay!
Nate and Jen, you said?
Yes, thank you both for being so fantastic and dropping that off yesterday. I got 5 cans of the Pringles limited sweet corn edition that just love.
Oh, my gosh.
It's a good day. I could cry.
The worst of the worst. Are you ready? The Riot Podcast. Radio U. Radio U.
Oh, Nikki just passed over.
Just a few Pringles, just some sweet corn Pringles.
They really are good.
No, aren't they? They're so good. Again, Nate and Jen, thank you so much.
That's really good.
Yes, it is.
I'm not just saying that it's good. It is good.
I don't know why they didn't keep this flavor around. It was out like last spring, and then it went away.
All right. Got a couple of texts coming in. Jeff says, you guys make my day great.
Oh, thank you, Jeff.
Ashley says, hello, good morning. I had to say wee this morning.
Yesterday we were, just a little excited yesterday morning, so it's from that.
To get that riot energy, just like I learned yesterday.
There you go.
Have a good day, guys. Zach says, where did they find them? I don't know. Heaven. LOL. And Nate, who I believe is the very same Nate.
Yes. Oh, thank you, Nate.
He said to keep a Benadryl nearby just in case for that corn allergy.
Again, it's only probably if I have a lot, but we'll see how the weekend goes. We'll see what happens. Oh,
that's stupid good.
It's just nice when we're surprised.
And also, I want you guys to know, Nikki offered to give me a can.
Well,
now,
I am rich in sweet corn.
Let me tell you what. Now, that's a real friend that would share their sweet corn. And I said, no, because that's also a real friend who couldn't possibly take it from her. So I had her give me like a couple.
You got a pile.
Yep. So, because Nikki deserves a big stack of that. Now, while we're on it.
Yeah. What do you got?
I've been holding on to these for like a decade now.
Oh, yeah.
The Reese's snack cake things. Can we just? I know we have Xael coming up a little bit. I'm not saying that we have to go live. We don't have to stream. I mean, we are on the radio, for crying out loud.
You just want to eat these in a few minutes?
In a few minutes, can you and I just please eat one of these?
We can do. What a bountiful morning of food. Normally we're just talking about food, but we're not always eating it too.
Not today, Satan. No, that's not it. Not today, Nikki.
Obi. Let us eat.
This is Radio U's worst of the riot.
We are almost a month away from Godzilla versus Kong.
Yes. Hitting
HBO Max and theaters. Now, I'm supposed to think of it as hitting theaters and, it also happens to be on HBO Max.
No, not anymore.
That's the way I'm supposed to think about it.
Not anymore. That changed a while ago.
But that's not the way that I'm thinking about it. So I saw and have completely forgotten that it's not just that's coming, but there is also a Godzilla anime that is coming to Netflix. I totally forgot about that.
But is that also in March, or is that later in the summer?
No, it totally is. In fact, it comes out March. Wait, where'd the date go?
You could just
believe it's March
March-ish.
26th. Sunday. Why do they have to have the print so small? Thursday, March 25th. And then in Japan, Thursday, April 1st.
Mm-hmm.
So we get a week earlier in the United States. But here's the thing that gets me when you think about it. Netflix went from being like, hey, there's a huge new movie, and we have the show that's going to be like the movie. Come and see our show, to, they have the movie over there on their streaming service. But if you want to watch the show when it's over, I guess you could come over here.
I think they're, putting it out at that same time for that reason. They assume that you have HBO Max and Netflix too.
I just personally feel like they went from having a kind of a big deal to being an also ran.
Well, Netflix has had Godzilla stuff for a while. Like they have some sort of partnership deal with them, but I'm curious if it goes well enough for HBO Max, would that ever change?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited. This Godzilla, like the other one, feels very different. Like it takes place in the future.
The animated one or the movie?
No, the other animated one that's on Netflix it's like a way different vibe, way more sci-fi. This feels more like it's modern day on Earth kind of thing. So I don't know. I'm super interested in it. And the movie.
You guys need to make a list because I feel like there's a lot of good stuff coming up.
March is getting a little crazy.
Even into early April, like there's a lot of things we would have paid to see. We would have paid a lot more to see.
Yeah. And then you've got, what was it? Next week is that Pacific Rim Black, I think it's called, that is going to be on Netflix also.
That's an anime, yeah.
Well, you know what? It's HBO Max that I don't have. Netflix I do, so that's a guarantee.
So that's first.
So, there's something.
Well, there's lots of good stuff coming up. But again, we got to keep track of it all.
You thought they were bad live? Well, just wait until you hear this. The Worst of the Riot podcast with Obadiah and Nikki.
Nikki, I have to ask, have you ever just eaten butter?
No. No. Before we overreact. We're overreacting.
No, we're not. I'm just asking. See,
I will say maybe I've had too much butter.
Okay.
But to where it almost felt like you were biting into a big like pat of butter, but I haven't just had butter.
Okay, so, I mean, at the end of the day, one could argue that when you put enough butter on something, you're just eating butter.
Yeah.
But I would argue that as long as there is still a delivery device, you technically haven't crossed over.
Well, would it count if you had that bullet coffee, the one with the butter in it? I haven't had that, but, would that count? Like, is that still, but it melts? So I don't know if that's just like having butter.
Oh, I don't know. I'm looking.
Is someone just eating it or what are we doing?
Well, I'm looking at these photos of people who are like, hey, these are like really terrible things that my roommates have done and how terrible it is to live with them. And one of them is one roommate was obviously eating the butter. He just got teeth. There's just teeth marks.
Well, maybe he was just eating the butter to
keep somebody
spit
else from
it in
taking
the pan or something. Like you didn't have a knife, so you're like, and then that's how you.
Wait.
I also haven't done that before you asked. Why were you giving me the look?
I think she's done it.
No, but I can think that someone would do that.
No, you immediately went there as if like, if you didn't have a knife and you just needed a
little bit of butter, and then you put it in the pan.
I mean, if you're living on your own, technically, who cares? I mean, it cooks out.
Yeah, right? I mean, and I know some people like. We can eat a lot of butter, so it's fine. And you think someone would tell on you. But yeah, those are teeth marks on the butter.
Yeah, a couple other examples they give are jamming like the toilet paper, but instead of using the cardboard roll, they jam it through the actual paper itself.
But that hurts the paper. What are we doing?
That's what I would think, too.
Why would we do that? I mean, don't be that way. Just leave it on top of the thing. Don't put it on the roll.
Yeah, but... and then people are mad, like they're throwing away it. It's a whole thing. But I just got captivated by the idea of eating butter.
Yeah, I mean, is it desperate or?
I want
sometimes
you to
things
know.
happen. What if you're trying to get your fats in for the day? Like, what if you're doing that sort of thing?
I know that somebody that has eaten butter. I do. Just
to eat it.
Yeah.
What was the reason?
Actually, you know what? I've got two circumstances. One is extended family, so I can't talk about it. Two is I had a friend that, we had bet him that if he could go up and throw up in the middle of the cafeteria, everyone was throwing money on a pile, he could have it. And so he just couldn't get himself to throw up. Stage fright, And so he just started eating butter. Just didn't work out. And then as soon as he walked outside the cafeteria, he threw up all over the quad.
He missed it. He was so close.
He did. And by the way, he didn't get the money.
Oh, no, because that didn't count. Well, Trevor texted, said, I was at a friend's house when I was younger for a sleepover, and there was a tongue trail on the country crock, like the bucket of butter.
Man, you people are animals.
Listening to the Worst of the Riot is the equivalent of standing in line at the BMW. Ugh. Worst of the Riot. Radio U.
I was going to put it off because I know we've been all eaty, but I'm just ready now.
You want to eat? Okay, I'm fine with that.
Can we just do it finally?
Yes, we can.
All right. So what I got here is the Reese's snack cake. Soft baked chocolate cake topped with Reese's peanut butter cream, covered in smooth, real milk chocolate.
So this was supposed to
be...
be...
They keep using the word real. I feel like they're covering for something.
Are they making sure that the Reese's stuff is not real, like on the other peanut butter cups that they do? But this was basically them supposed to, like... This isn't for an afternoon, like, dessert treat. This was supposed to be something that they wanted to release that was like you could have it as a breakfast alternative or like a mid-morning snack and not feel as bad if you were having, like, peanut butter cups.
It smells like a Reese's cup.
Ooh, that does smell good.
You know what? Like, I don't know why exactly, but for the briefest of moments, I felt like it was trick or treat.
No, I feel more like this smells like Easter. Like the chocolate with it.
Okay.
Like it's a peanut butter Easter bunny.
Well,
what do we think about that?
I think
it's good.
I think it's weird how much I don't really feel like I'm tasting anything.
It doesn't taste any different. Like, it's not far off from a peanut butter cup. So I don't know. Like, this doesn't feel like innovative.
I got the textures and I taste the chocolate.
Yeah.
But I feel like the peanut butter is just hinted at, even though it's a lot of peanut butter.
It feels like, remember when you were younger in school and there was that chocolate with that peanut butter, the dessert bar?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like that mixed with like a protein bar, kind of like with the body shape of it.
That's okay.
I guess it doesn't feel any different. It doesn't feel too much off from a normal thing from them.
I know. I felt like they were really going to hit me with something like new and exciting.
It's good, though. I mean, I think we might eat both of them today. It's a Friday. Why not?
Hey, listen, I'm not mad at you. We just do what we got to do. So
those are good. They're pretty good.
Yeah. That'll do. All right. That with this cup of coffee here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that might actually make it a little better.
Yeah. Okay. So welcome to Friday. There's Reese's.
I think we're done eating now. That might be all that we have.
Yeah! You were one of the lucky few who missed the riot when they were live. Yet here you are.
I also like to live dangerously.
This is the Worst of the Riot podcast.
You know, there is a market for stuff that it never occurs to you there's a market for. So, like, for you, if you manage to buy, and by you, I mean me, really, manage to buy a BMW, you would be like, I have done it. I have arrived. I've worked my whole life
to get that car
so that I might have this symbol of American wealth and prosperity and et cetera, et cetera. And weirdly enough, it's a German car, but we don't have to talk about that. Whatever. But there are plenty of people out there that are like, the BMW is like getting a used Honda for them. It's like,
it's not even nice enough.
No. And so what they need is an armored BMW because fool try to waste them. You know what I'm saying?
If I'm in the area where that's necessary or if we have a high profile enough job to make that necessary. It probably just depends on what your job is.
Man, with me, there are people that like to see me gone, but they're like, ammo's too expensive.
You just can't.
He's not worth the bullet, you know?
Oh, and that's where you're glad, you know, it's a money thing.
Yeah. So
keeping you safe.
There's a company in Canada called Inkas, INKAS, and they basically not reverse engineer, what would you say, remanufacture cars to make them armored cars. And they have just remanufactured their first ever armored BMW X7.
For your day-to-day car.
Hey, Nikki, people gotta, important people have to be able to go places too.
Yeah, they look nice. The inside looks nice. Your car has blinds on it. That's really nice.
It's wild. So they say that they take the regular BMW X7, which, that's the base price. Then they're just getting started. They had a layer of armor underneath the sheet metal, allowing it to withstand a .308 Winchester bullet, even if fired at the door seals. The underside has been strengthened to take the blast of 2 simultaneous grenade blasts. So we're going to need a couple of RPGs to take it out. You know what I'm saying?
Goodness, this seems like a lot.
So they say that it made a perfect base for armoring, German engineering, athletic styling, and an undeniably imposing footprint.
Some of them look really nice. I mean, I think the one I'm looking at must not be a BMW, but it'll do. It's impressive. It looks like a The armored car with the money in it. It looks like one of those.
Well, this one, Nikki, you need to see I got to pass this over to you so you can see the German styling of this.
Of it? Is it nice?
Oh, it's really spectacular.
Did they give prices or?
Well, that is something that is missing from this presentation. And I believe it really comes down to if you're asking how much it costs, it's not for you.
There's a life lesson. You're not rich enough to have this.
If the first thing that occurs to you when looking at anything is price, you sound poor.
Hey, this might actually, okay, now, Pete, that is a good point. Pete just texted, I wonder how that would do in a crash test. Like, it would be a very safe vehicle if you were ever in an accident. Maybe that's the better sell that they should have.
Well, yeah, to you and me,
because we're
afraid of accidents. There are people out there that aren't afraid of the accident. They're afraid of the bullet.
Well, and also, if you're in a bulletproof car like this, you probably have like one or two cars in front and behind you, like you're that wealthy and important.
Probably.
To where if you were in a crash, you'd be in the middle, you'd be safe.
Yeah, so, I'd say it must be nice, but I will tell you, I never wonder about a bullet coming through.
Hey, we live a simpler life.
It is.
All right, simple life and simple cars.
It is.
Maybe the riot would sound better if they spent less time improving their lives at their gym. That was sarcasm. It's the riot on Radio U.
Don't you tell me you've got nothing to do this weekend. So wrong. Tom and Jerry is in theaters today.
Oh, that was the HBO Max one, like for the...
Okay, hang on. No, it's not the HBO Max one.
It's
one that was going to theaters that is also available on HBO Max. Let's just be real careful with our words, okay? Because they can hurt.
Yeah, they can hurt them. I feel like that one became a trailer and then... I forgot about it, but it just seemed like it was pretty quick turnaround for it to be released.
Yeah, well, here it is. No, I don't think so. I think it's been like a year since we've seen that trailer.
No,
I'm telling you, I think it's been a really long time since we saw it. And I feel like it was one of those trailers where they were like, no, theaters are going to open. Look, here's the trailer.
And here's Tom and Jerry. Great. But I didn't grow up watching that. Like, I don't think I know who it is, but I didn't watch the cartoon. So I don't really have any warm, fuzzy memories of them.
I watched it when I was really little, but even then it was old. Like, I mean, like Tom and Jerry, I don't know. But like, I think it's like old.
The 60s? No.
No, like
70s,
I think it's older than that.
90s?
Maybe it's not. Maybe it is like 50s or 60s.
Is it the 40s? Just making it up.
That's what I thought because a lot of those old Warner Brothers like Bugs Bunny and whatever, that wasn't shown on TV. That was shown in movie theaters. Like
really?
That's some of that stuff is really old. And so that's kind of what I was thinking, but I don't know how old Tom and Jerry is, but they're back. They're reimagining the brand. And as Nikki hinted, they are available in theaters. So you got something to do.
So it looks
or you can stay home and watch it on HBO Max.
It looks like there was some sort of show 1975, 1940s. So like 40 to 58. So I think there was a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. So, I mean, the brand is old, but they're revitalizing it.
Every time I look at them, I think Animaniacs. And then that reminds me, I never watched the re-release of Animaniacs.
I watched like the first 3 episodes of that.
Did you?
And liked it.
But you never finished it? They can't be long.
They're not.
They can't be that many. That's like something you can just have on in the background, I bet.
No, Animaniacs, you actually need to pay attention to.
Oh, you need to digest it?
Well, because it is joke heavy and it's context heavy and like you need to watch it. And I don't know what's wrong with me.
The Riot really wanted to do this live, but now they can play video games and eat rice cakes instead. This is the worst of the Riot podcast.
We're about a half hour away from introducing you. It's our first time interviewing her, Xael. She's got a new song called Can't Escape on RadioU. She works with Bryson Price and a bunch of others. So we'll say hello to her in about a half hour. And if you want to, you can watch while we talk with her. So hop over to RadioU Riot on Facebook and just kind of hang tight there or through our RadioU Facebook page. And we will host her there in a moment.
It seems like she's part of some, little package of artistry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that. Do you ever see there was like this pocket of like, oh, yes, and I was working with him and him and him, and we were all there, and she was there, and we collaborated. It seems like there's another little pocket of music out there somewhere. So we'll find out what that's all about. And I want to get in a pocket.
You want to, well, I mean, we're not in the industry of that. The radio industry or like the food pocket, or what are we feeling here?
That's the hard thing I feel like about being in the radio industry is that we rub shoulders with artists, socially distanced, of course.
What shoulders?
Yeah.
We're not touching shoulders.
Metaphorically, I mean.
But we're never in the group.
We're always outside
fan,
the group.
Never in the band.
Yes. And, it's not that we aren't creative, but we don't have anything like that to show for it.
Do you think they look down on us? 'Cause
yes.
We're not even like the music style DJ. We're just the talking style DJ.
Oh, I think that we are not all of them. We have become friends with some artists, but I can think of a couple that I'm fairly certain that to them, I was a little less than what they was stuck on the bottom of their shoe.
We're just a little loud and a little talkative.
I was a necessary evil to their career.
That's so few and far between.
It is rare. It really is.
Just to be clear, for those artists, they had bad attitudes anyway. So.
Yes, they did. It wasn't just us.
It wasn't just directed at that.
It wasn't just us. There were a lot of people that were beneath their notice. And that's okay.
That's just how they were then.
I'm comfortable being beneath people's notice. It is part of why I don't need that bulletproof BMW we were discussing earlier.
True. We just have a more relaxed life. We don't have that pressure that some of the artists feel.
Well, this went dark. Xael's not like that. We're going to talk to her in a few minutes.
We would give the Riot flowers to show our appreciation, but Obadiah's probably allergic. What isn't he allergic to? This is the Riot on Radio U.
Whoa. I got a great little article here. I think it's supposed to be an article that's like for parents or something, but man, don't tell me that we couldn't stand to learn a little something here.
We can learn from anything.
Okay, this is a 4-step process of not making an apology.
Yeah.
Asking someone for forgiveness. And I will tell you, there really is a difference. Do you know what an apology is? If you go back far enough, and I may be getting this wrong, but I believe it's Latin, it might be apologia or something. It's an explanation. Mm-hmm. So if you ever hear somebody that is interested in something called apologetics, they're interested in explaining something. Oh. So an apology is an explanation that you're making. It is not always an admission of wrong.
Sure.
There's a lot of different things that it is not necessarily. You're just explaining. Now, when you shift over to asking for forgiveness,
that's asking. Well, that's the apology right there. That's the real one.
Well, this is a little different. So they say step 1 is, I'm sorry for blank, be specific. Mm-hmm. So, for example, I'm sorry for being mean, not good enough. I'm sorry for saying that nobody wants to be your friend.
Oh, these just hurt just hearing.
I know, but like you think about the difference.
True. You
like
gotta say it, and that's just to help the other person feel like you really truly mean it too.
So you're not saying like, I'm sorry that you feel that I wrong. Like you're saying, hey, that was wrong because, and so explaining, like saying like, hey, this is what I did. And it was wrong. This is the reason why it was wrong. It's wrong because it hurt your feelings and made you feel bad about yourself. Boom. In the future, I won't blank.
Oh, that's good too.
So like, this is how I'm going to change my behavior. And then, and this is the really tough one. Will you forgive me?
Oh, and they're going to hopefully say, of course.
But they might not.
And then you still have to be okay with that.
That's right. And so there is I have a friend of mine who, in our friendship, that's something that she was really specific about. Like, it's going to work this way. And we ask for forgiveness. And if you forgive, then it's over.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is so stupid.
Which you have to ask for forgiveness about later when we have that
ridiculous.
Attitude.
But you know what? It absolutely, like that whole process of being walked through that in a long-term relationship, it's priceless. I'm telling you right now. So what did we have there? We had 4 steps. You're like, yeah, here we go. I'm sorry for, and you be specific. It was wrong because In the future, I will.
And
will you forgive me?
There it is. 4 steps.
Let me tell you what, I just transformed your whole relationships. Everything just got different.
Just write them all down and just remember 4 easy steps to make a healthier relationship.
I'll put it in the podcast. And like I said, this was for kids. But don't tell me there aren't some adults out there that couldn't stand to learn this one.
We could all learn how to apologize and be sorry a little bit better.
Come on.
Using advanced technology, we've digitized and transcoded Obadiah and Nikki into a purely digital format. This is the Worst of the Riot podcast.
I can't even begin I can't even. Okay?
Can you?
I can't. Really start thinking in this direction. But, Easter is out there, Nikki.
Yeah.
It's coming. What is it, April 4th or something like that? And you're like, well, it's February. It's not really.
At this point, we're pretty much right there to the start of March.
I mean, March 1st is Monday, so February, this is its last little bit. It's all it gets. So get ready for a winter blast. But that's not the forecast. Nah, February hates you. It's coming. So we are like a month away from Easter, which means Easter baskets, which means Peeps. And this is a weird one. Maybe you don't like Peeps. I don't really like Peeps. And so they've got to innovate on their business model, right? Because they still need their brand to be strongly attached to the whole Easter thing. So behold, Peeps is making the little grass that goes in, like the fake grass you put in an Easter basket.
They make that, or? It
gets worse. It's going to smell like marshmallows.
Can you eat it, though?
No, you can't eat it.
Oh, well, that would have been better.
Well, okay, I mean, you can eat it, but it's coming through.
Come back to us when we can eat the grass, okay?
Nikki, you don't have the graminoids. They are the bacteria that live inside your tummy.
What if it was like a probiotic Easter basket grass?
I like the sound of that.
So they're making their own Easter basket grass that smells like marshmallows.
Yep, that's what it says.
That'll save it. That'll save the...
How much more do you think you're paying for that versus like the non-smelly grass?
Well, that's a premium.
What does that cost?
But I also, I don't think I even got a lot of Easter basket grass. I think that was when you were really young, but then
I'm sure that's true.
Then it just became a mess. So then it was more like, where's the Easter basket card that contains something? But it's been a while.
Maybe, this is the year you bring it back.
I could.
You're like, oh, it's like a sweet little romantic thing. Look, I made you an Easter basket with smelly grass.
Smell the grass. Oh no, you're just
make sure you
eagerly waiting to see if they notice. You're like, do you notice anything different about this basket? Smell it.
No, get your nose down in there.
Just see if they notice.
See if you know. So it looks like, okay, all right, well, these bags are $1 a piece, and you can get them at Dollar General. He's not just $1, Nikki.
He's a general.
He's also a general.
Sir.
That's right. So that's an exclusive. They just built a Dollar General down the street from my house. They built it in half a day, and it was open the next day. So I don't know what they're doing down there, but the General airdrops in a store. Pretty soon, they're selling marshmallow-smelling grass.
Well, they build it $1 at a time, so they just have the money.
So marshmallow grass. Sounds like it's available at the local dispensary and the Dollar General.
It's not that type of grass. Well, that is the edibles, but no, it's not that. It's just the innocent Easter basket grass.
Well, actually, when I wind back the whole break and I think about how it smells like marshmallows, well, I want to eat it.
It's not that, all right? It's the other stuff.
Perhaps you'd be interested in what's behind this counter.
How to survive the riot. Do the complete opposite of everything they say. You're listening to The Riot on Radio U.
Really excited because this morning Nikki and I are getting a chance to meet somebody we've never met before.
For the very
and
first
that would
time.
Be Xael.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you guys?
We're doing good. Happy Friday. And first time we're having Xael on. She was featured on Bryson Price for a song that did super well for us last year. And then you're hearing her new song, Can't Escape, on Radio U. So this is Xael from that.
Yeah. Hi, guys.
So, Xael, talk to us about you. Where are you? We don't know you very well, so where are you located?
Denton, Texas. So, North Texas, basically Oklahoma.
So, did you get the freeze out with all the snow and everything?
Oh, yeah, we were frozen. Luckily, no pipes bursts or anything here. So, but we did have to fill up our tub with a bunch of water so we could flush our toilets still.
Gosh.
So that's definitely something that I've never done before. We had rolling blackouts. So getting work done was definitely not a thing that week. But, you know, I learned how to play that crazy frog song on my DAW, and we had like little candlelight raves in my kitchen. It was fun. I was trapped inside with 2 roommates. And so we got to learn a lot about each other for that week.
Aww. It was definitely tough. We just followed it mostly through like people on TikTok of showing not just, you know, like the extreme cold, but then became the no power, and then people just filling up tubs, like you said, of water. And then came the burst pipes, which like was shocking. So we were worried about you when we saw that because we remembered you were in Texas, but we're glad you made it through it all right.
Yes, survived. Very grateful.
With some stories to tell from it, but you definitely survived.
Yes.
So wind us back through some of your musical history, because I was telling you off air that I found you on Spotify and you make lo-fi beats.
Yes, I do.
So how did you get started on that?
So I started as a EDM artist. All my friends were doing dubstep. I thought it was cool. And in order to be cool, I also had to do dubstep. But I hated dubstep. It's not that I like... You know, I don't hate on it. I just don't like to personally make it. And so, but I was just trying to fit in at the time. And then God was like, hey, make something you like. Praise me with it. And so I kind of went into the softer side, did EDM, melodic, chill hop kind of stuff. And then I was like, you know, I really like hip hop more. And that kind of evolved over time into, I love coffee shop beats. That's what it really is. And so, not a bad thing being a college student at the time, exploring lo-fi beats, and all the other college students are like, yeah, we vibe to this. Let's do study parties with lo-fi. And that's when the chill hop videos on YouTube were becoming more and more popular. And I just started to surround myself with it a lot. And I started doing music journals. So like if there was an experience throughout my day, like some people write it out at the end of their day, I like to do music journals at the end of my day. So, I will, you know, recreate the feelings and the lessons I learned that day and experiences. And that Silverline album that you listen to, OB, is actually a music journal. So there's a story behind every song.
Oh my gosh. I don't think I've ever had an artist talk about journaling that way. Because I know Obi likes to journal, but just like, you know, writing it down the traditional way. But
just words. Yeah,
just words. But you could do more. You can do it with music. That's so like, that's beautiful. Mm-hmm. That's beautiful to hear. That's a way you can get that out each day.
Yeah, like
well, I mean, that's something she can do. I can't do that for sure.
Yeah, there's one song on there called Midnight Breeze, and I was doing an internship at a camp for kids, and the interns were on the rooftop stargazing, and it was a really beautiful night, and I got a text from my best friend saying she was engaged, and I was like, this is a really awesome thing, and I was just crying on the rooftop. I was just having a good time. And yeah, like you'll hear in the song, there's like a highway in the background. There's the trees, the wind is coming from, because like I'm trying to recreate my experience in that moment in this song.
Aww. Yeah. Obi, do better, okay? You can totally journal better with that. That is beautiful. This is Xael. Again, you're hearing her new song, Can't Escape, on RadioU. Very much requested. You've had that as a free download as well. So if you go to RadioU.com, you can still get the details on that. But it's just a beautiful song. And it seems like it's worth checking out all the Xael stuff to find even more beautiful music, too.
So, Xael, tell me, how did you get started with D Tall? Like, how'd you get connected with him to make a song together?
Yeah, that's a mystery to me. A miracle, maybe? It's just connections. Okay. So Bryson, actually, they go to the same church and they found each other. They were talking about music. I don't know if Bryson knew who he was before they started talking, but they he had just released Haze. And Haze was his newest song. He told him, like, hey, I got this artist. And so he listened to our song. He's like, whoa, I really like her voice. I want her on my track. And so Bryson connected me to D Tall because D Tall wanted me to sing on his track. But that track never released, but because it was like a private track for his wife, he wanted me to sing about that. And so I wrote a hook, I sung it, we recorded it, and then it was done. But he was like, hey, if you ever want to like work together, let me pay the favor back or something. And so I reached out to him after producing Can't Escape, because I was really proud of that production. I've never made something so I guess I felt it was very catchy.
Mm-hmm.
Like I could listen to it a lot of times and I was fine with it. I usually don't like to listen to my music more than the average amount. But but I could listen to that one and I was like, this is like radio music. I like this. And so I asked him to be on it. I was like nervous about sending the email, but I was like, do it. And so he was like, yeah, sure. And I was like, whoa, okay. So we scheduled a studio time, got it recorded. He was like done with that verse in like 10 minutes or something. He was in it and he was out. So.
And it all worked together. It was perfect.
Yeah.
Well, that is an amazing story, and we love the song.
We do.
And I've been enjoying your other stuff, too. So just want to say a huge thank you for the music and taking time to hang out with us today.
Yeah, thank you. This was an honor.
Yeah. And if you end up journaling about this, please send us that song, too.
Okay, I'll do that.
We want it to be a good one. Well, you can hear, like we mentioned, Can't Escape and other Xael music. She's got a great song on Fusion called Ballroom, and you can check out her music with Bryson Price as well.
If you missed out on the next Riot moment when it originally aired, you don't know how lucky you are. You're listening to the Worst of the Riot podcast.
Nikki, do you have $6?
$6? I actually think I have $6 cash. I have cash in my wallet.
Well,
I know, big spender,
look
right?
who's got all the big bucks all of a sudden.
We made a Facebook.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
We made a Facebook Marketplace sale, so I have some cash.
Well, I'm impressed.
I know, right? So I think I still have $6.
I don't even think I brought my wallet. If I need anything that Apple Pay can't pay for, I'm kind of screwed this morning.
Well, what do I need to spend my $6 on?
What if I told you about a little something they call an Amiibo card?
Amiibo card? Is that those aren't still around, are they?
They are, but no, it gets so much better / worse. March 26th.
Yeah.
Here in the United States of America. USA.
What are we getting?
USA. You'll be able to buy Amiibo cards that will bring none other than Hello Kitty.
The Sanrio characters to Animal Crossing?
That's right.
Yeah, I'm on that. I'm ready.
That's right.
That's $6 well spent. That's an investment in my gaming future.
I know.
And I need more little friends of the Sanrio characters.
When I saw that, I was like, oh my gosh.
Can I buy them on Amazon, or I've never bought one of the cards?
It says that in the United States, they're exclusively at Target.
Oh.
And then in Canada, they'll be sold by a couple of places, including Best Buy. Well, what's wrong with Target?
I don't like things when they're exclusive, because then I got to go to the place to get it. I don't want to go to Target. No offense, everybody. I don't want to go into a store. I'm tired.
I don't want to go to Target.
That was really whiny, wasn't it?
I hate it in there.
I hate it here.
I hate Target and everybody that likes it.
Listen, what happens when something's exclusive to a place and you live near a popular Target? What happens?
You don't get it.
Then they're never there, and then it's a whole big mess. And I just wanted to get them on Amazon.
You could probably get it at Target.com. You know, Nikki, they have a wide variety of products that are available at Target on their website.
I know, but that's just not normally my path of buying.
I know. I get
again,
it.
we live near one where everything is always sold out. Anytime something is exclusive, it's always gone from there.
I get it. I do. And I know it hurts. But
it's just annoying.
You have to ask yourself, is Hello Kitty and Friends worth a trip into Target?
Dude, I looked at the screenshots yesterday.
Oh, so you knew this already. Okay.
So, I saw it trending, and I was like, well, Sanrio, yes. But it's way better than the Mario stuff.
Dang. Mario under the bus,
Target.
And Target's right down there with him. Da-dunk. What was that? Oh, it just ran over Mario and Target. Da-dunk.
Don't mind them. They're fine. No, but I like Hello Kitty too, so I'm excited. I like the screenshots of a lot of it. Just looked so cute.
Mario's going to perk up with a mushroom at Target. It's done.
Sorry,
Reconstructive
guys.
surgery. You know what I'm saying?
It's not a mean thing, but you get what I'm saying. Like, okay, it's just a mess. I need to find a reseller. It's fine. Just get someone for a high markup.
No, you know what? I'll be your reseller. For $15, I'll go in and get your amiibo cards.
Deal. So when do they come out?
I'll put them in your Easter basket with your marshmallow smelling grass.
Oh, well, now we have something to look forward to. Now, if you don't mind, if you could pick them up for me at Target, put them in an envelope, and then deliver it to my door like Amazon.
Okay.
Just throw it on the porch. Or deliver it to a wrong house.
I'll mark them as delivered, but it's going to be in your side yard, so I hope you find it.
Throw it somewhere. I'll eventually come across it.
Don't you worry about it.
So when did they come out, though? What day?
March 26th.
March 26th.
That we're making a note.
Making a note, and...
That could be fun. We could go for, maybe it could be like, what time do they open? Can we make it an after show? Can we go looking for snacks?
Are they always open?
No. Nothing's always open anymore.
In people's heart it is.
Well, that's
true. It never closes the doors then.
Is it healthy eating so many snacks, chips, and Oreos every single morning? No, of course not. But they do it for you.
Too many guys got the stomach for this line of work.
That's real love. It's The Riot on Radio U.
Let's see a show of hands. Who likes to be told what to do?
Everybody's hands are staying down, aren't they?
I don't see. There's somebody in the back, but I think they're just, having fun. Pull the other one.
No, most people don't.
No, we don't like to be told what to do. But think about this. If we were, I don't know, let's say that Nikki was about to fall off a cliff and I was like, Nikki, don't step there. And she's like, I will step where
Now I have to step there. So now I have to go closer.
You done it. You did it.
You told me what to do.
As her friend, I was just trying to help, but, that whole human nature thing gets in the way. That's a lot of times what we're finding with God is that God loves you and me a whole lot. And so he'll say to us, if we let him, he'll say like, hey, ooh, gosh, not a good one there. I wouldn't go over there. And you're like, oh, I can't stand you telling me what to do. God hates me. I don't know why he's always, everything bad always happens to me. And he's trying to help us. I mean, look, there's a certain amount of risk involved in just living life, right? I mean, there's just life on this planet. Sometimes when you go biking, you fall off your bike. That's not God's fault, right? But there are times in life, too, where God knows there's danger. He knows there's something there. He's saying, hey, please don't go over there. And we're like, you are such a killjoy. And then we also like to get mad at him when we get hurt because we're like, see, you never take care of us. It's a tough thing. I get it. And you know what? I'm not trying to throw anybody under the bus here because we're talking about right now, we're talking about Obadiah. Obadiah is like, you're not going to tell me what to do. Why did you let that happen to me? Humanity, right? Here's the beautiful thing. God loves you. If we're willing to listen, he's going to throw some things our way to help us live a little bit better, to do things better, treat people better, treat ourselves better. He loves us whether we do it or not. But I'm trying to listen to what he's saying. I'm not going to lie. Sometimes I still do my own thing. It is so stupid, but I do. But listen, God loves us no matter what. And I want you to know, even if you're in a pit right now and you're like, well, I can't ask for help out of this. Wherever we are, whatever's going on, whatever choices we've made, I want you to know that God loves us right where we are and he wants to help us. So even if you did the wrong thing on purpose and you're stuck and you need help, God is still going to help you. He is literally a handhold away, just an ask away. So if you don't know him, you don't have a friendship with him, go ahead. Say, Jesus, I need help right now. Come into my life, fill me with your spirit, and help me. And if you know him and you've been doing your own thing anyway, you can actually say, you know what, Jesus, I need help again because And you know what? God's ready to forgive us, help us, and keep walking with us.
Worst of the Riot podcast.
All right, Nikki, here we have the new announcement from Dunkin, and that is that avocado toast is now on the menu.
All right. Yay.
Would you want avocado toast at Dunkin'? Don't you feel like they're not really giving you avocado, but some sort of an avocado paste?
Yeah, I mean, the problem is avocado toast is like overpriced and expensive just for you to make it even at home, depending on the avocado time, the pricing. But it'll be way overpriced somewhere else. You can do this one at home.
Okay. Now, what do you think avocado toast at Dunkin' is going to cost you?
What type of toast? Is this a multi-grain?
Toasted sourdough bread.
Oh, I love a good sourdough. Yes.
They know that.
Yes. Sourdough, do you get 1 or 2 pieces? Large piece, small piece?
I don't think that you get
2 pieces.
2 pieces. I think this is a piece.
Oh, let's go $3.50. $3.50.
$2.99.
Oh, it's cheaper.
So here we go. It's a slice of toasted sourdough. It's topped with avocado spread right there.
Do you see the wording on that? It's got other stuff in it.
I'll bet there's like next to no avocado in that. They're like avocado seasoning. Yeah. Avocado sea salt.
Yeah.
Black pepper.
Yeah.
Lemon juice.
Yeah, that's good.
And then it's finished off with Dunkin's Everything Bagel seasoning, which is sesame seeds, poppy seeds, onion, and garlic.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. I'm looking at a picture.
I mean,
it's served in a special portable box. That's part of the pricing right there. So that way you don't get avocado toast spread everywhere.
Yeah. Well, hey, thanks for that, guys. I appreciate that.
Did you see the grilled cheese stuff? Just the article that I'm at. Is that new or is that old?
No. That's part of their
ham.
That's part of their spring menu.
A Dunkin grilled cheese melt. Those pictures look pretty good.
It does look good. And then gross, a matcha donut.
Some of us like that flavor. Earl, outside the room, do you mind? It'll be fine. Ooh, an Irish cream flavored coffee. That could be good.
Whatever. Just give me the coffee.
That is coffee.
No.
You just want plain coffee?
Just give me straight up coffee.
All right.
But I also want to tell you this right here. Keep your matcha donut.
You don't want any of that?
I'd be willing to try the avocado toast and the grilled cheese melt. Gosh, grilled cheese is good, guys. I don't know if anybody else knows that, but grilled cheese, that's a good one.
We got a couple of restaurants near us that specialize in grilled cheeses. And man, it's so big and so good. And it's very rare do you go to a place where you're like, I don't think I can, or you're like, you don't say to yourself, I don't think I can eat all that. It's too much. When you go to those grilled cheese places, you actually do mean that. It's a lot.
I'd like to take that challenge.
You want to go eat there, don't you?
I do.
Are people really still listening to the Riot? You don't have work to do or laundry to fold or literally anything else to do? The Riot, Radio U.
Okay, Nikki. Yesterday, after the show, yesterday afternoon, I got the new router installed at home.
Obi's been working on an updated Wi-Fi setup at home because it seems like no matter who it is, everybody's trying to just improve their home setup.
Yeah. So Chris it's complicated because Chris had actually sent me home with a really good router. I have one. It's called an Edge router. It's from Ubiquity. It's actually owned by the radio station that I have at home right now. But then my wireless system is something that I have on my own that I had purchased. But I bought exactly what we have here because I feel like we have really great Wi-Fi. But man, it just, problems and stuff. So yesterday I swapped out one of my, what do you call those? One of my network switches, and then installed the new router. And so far, so good. I'll have to say this. Routers have gotten a lot easier to set up.
Yeah.
There was a time when it was like some sort of an arcane, long forgotten tradition that was passed down with etchings on rocks. And now you can grab your phone and it's just an app, and you hold your phone near the router and it sets it up. And that was a delightfully easy experience.
But that was part of the process. You're going to miss that.
Well, sometimes that's why it was like 2 years ago I built a Raspberry Pi, and it was like, all right, this feels like we're back at it.
You're doing something, know?
Nobody knows how this works. I like this feeling. I'm on internet forums. I'm looking things up.
You expect that to be how it is when you set up, but you said it was pretty easy yesterday?
Surprisingly easy. I bought, don't judge me, a TP-Link AX6000 Wi-Fi 6 router. It is, in reality, 10 by 10 square. It's enormous.
It's big.
It's just one of those things where, at the very least, when I bought it, it sure felt like I got something. And it says it works with Alexa. It probably does so much more than I ever needed to do. But I just wanted to know if I just went all in. And there's more levels. How many millions of dollars do you want to spend on a router? Because they make them for that. To have a slightly better internet experience. Yeah. I mean, they're out there if you want them. But we'll kind of see how this goes. But so far, so good. And I did some networking tests where I was testing bandwidth and stuff. And It looked pretty good.
Seemed pretty good.
3 floors away. So it's in the basement, but
That
like
is
all
impressive.
the way upstairs. Yeah, seemed to still be pretty good. So I know that everybody, I just want to bring it up because I know that everybody has been so concerned.
Well,
and I mean,
honestly, they didn't want to go through the weekend wondering how did it go for you, so they needed an update.
I wasn't going to mention it today, but when I got outside and there was all those leftover candles from the prayer vigil, I was like, you know what? You've got to tell people how
invested.
it's going. You've got to tell them.
I know what's nice is you guys humor us sometimes. You're like, oh, let's just pretend that we're interested.
Hey, this was important to me, okay? This is important. This was going on in my life.
And like I said, everybody's trying to work, make their work at home setup be just a little bit better.
Trying.
This is the Worst of the Riot podcast.
I love what's happening in the studio right now. I love it.
Hey, boss, Obi said something is stupid. He said stupid in the studio.
I did. I said, I want everybody to see that I'm not the only one that's buying stupid stuff in lockdown. Now, that was not...
He said it was stupid, though.
I can call a thing stupid, but not a person stupid.
Well, this all started, we talked about, it was trending yesterday, so it's so everywhere. But Animal Crossing and Sanrio are partnering at the end of March, and you can get these amiibo cards for your Switch where you're getting the Animal Crossing Sanrio, like Hello Kitty characters, and some of the like design items with it, and that made me go on a journey.
She's been an internet journey.
Well, I was just looking for other like Animal Crossing cards because I know you can get characters that way, but I've never done that. And I was just looking to see. And then I found myself finding some third-party cards that are supposed to work.
That feels shady.
Why?
Don't you think, though?
No, it's fine.
Says the guy who's bought his games from Russian video game websites.
If it works, it works. And it's got a great review. So like $15 and I get like 26 cards.
Okay, help me. Wow. What a savings.
It's a pretty good deal.
So are you looking at them on
Amazon just for those?
What do I need? Animal Crossing?
Amiibo cards.
Amiibo cards. All right. Say, wow.
And then others
it
are
is
more
like really a thing.
There is a lot there. I've never done that before. So if anybody's gotten stuff through cards, just text me and let me know how that goes.
Well, see, the thing is, Nikki, I feel like...
I know you scan it and then like you can invite, but...
That's cool. They're little NFC tag cards.
Yeah.
So you just hold them near your amiibo, or excuse me, near your Switch.
Yeah, and it pulls up the information.
Here's 75 pieces. NFC tag cards for New Horizons Switch, Switch Lite, Wii U with storage case. Wow.
There's a lot.
Here's the other question is, like, if you do that, like, okay, you scan it. Once it's in there...
No, you can give them away.
You can?
You can still reuse the cards, I believe. The third-party ones that I was looking at.
Okay, well, see, Nikki, I mean, that pays for itself.
Oh, I mean, then I can give these to someone and pass along the savings, but I was just looking.
I think you should do it, and I'll tell you why. The same reason I bought
it's stupid?
Nope. No. I take back what I said.
Okay, all right.
In fact, listen, Nikki, there's a 4-step process I've been learning.
About apologizing?
Yeah, we'll do that off air, but,
okay.
I'm really sorry,
all right.
and I hope you forgive me, but it's for the show.
Mm-hmm.
And, I have an Oculus Quest 2 for the show.
So you have these items, and now I need to start getting some more. So if I want to get these,
I would encourage you to pick up some of these Animal Crossing cards for the show.
I just thought maybe I'll get a few. So we'll see.
For the show.
Yeah.
And for you.
Just for the show.
Who's the birthday girl with all the Pringles?
It's been a big day. I might as well just add some more to it. Or I wonder if you can get them like at Walmart or something.
All right. Would you wait a minute? Earlier, weren't you saying you don't want to go to Target, but you're willing to go to Walmart now?
Well, no, I'll do the pickup thing. I'm not even going in. You can do that at Target too, but I was just saying at our Target, all the stuff sells out, so it's not even physically there.
Okay, so I'm at Walmart.com, Amiibo cards. You can. Okay, they're not sold by Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
You can get them online, but I don't know that you could actually pick them up in the store. Man, the only thing I'm going to say is, as someone that knows, be careful.
Thanks.
And I'll tell you why.
Thanks, Dad.
Nope. Not Dad. Friend. because this
You don't want me
guy.
to fall in the hole?
This guy knows what it's like to
I
start
know.
when you start buying stuff and you're like, what am I doing? I can't stop.
Hey, if I start coming in with a binder full of like these cards, you know I fell in.
The Riot. Not everyone's a fan.
I wonder whose idea this was.
Radio U.
The Lady Gaga stuff from yesterday is insane.
Isn't that weird? So,
It's insane.
if you weren't following it, basically her dog walker was shot like 4 times and dog stolen. But I didn't catch by the end of it, like, was that intentional or were they just trying to steal the dogs?
Don't even know.
Okay.
Like at this point, they don't know. So Nikki gave you the basic rundown. Lady Gaga has a dog walker. She's got 2 dogs.
No, she had 3, I think, and one was
was it?
recovered because it got away and the police found it. So they're just still trying to find.
Okay, so there's still 2.
Yeah, they're still trying to find 2 dogs.
So, you know, when you have enough money, you don't do anything yourself. So somebody's walking their dogs, right? So that's fine. I know people that make money doing that. Now, her dog walker's out there just out of nowhere. Like, I think it's 2 people jump out.
Mm-hmm.
They shoot the dog walker. Who shoots a dog walker?
I think 4 times.
4 times.
I think a lot. To where
A neighbor ran out, and apparently the neighbor saved the dog walker's life, said that the neighbor was basically compressing one of the bullet wounds. The person would have bled out if the neighbor had not been there to do that.
Aww.
So the shooting person, the dog walker, they're going to make a full recovery.
Yes.
So
Thankfully.
they say, I mean, but let's be clear. They're not doing great right now.
Well, I mean, that was a dangerous situation. And so the thing they were trying to figure out yesterday, because she's offering this, I think, like $500,000 reward for the 2 dogs back, is the type of dogs that they were. People steal dogs all the time. Like, they'll take them from yards because dogs are expensive, and especially now everybody wants a pet to keep them company if you're staying home. Like, there's a lot of money in it. And these type of dogs were very expensive. The breed is obviously something you could sell for, they say, usually up to $10,000 a piece. So were they just stealing the dogs, or did they know that it was
Lady
her
Gaga's dogs, right?
That's what they're not sure.
And they don't know. And honestly, really, like, who shoots the dog walker? What are we doing? Like, what? I got real talk. I'm so naive. Like, I am so naive.
You don't know all that goes on?
Because to me, it's like, nobody's going to steal a dog. People don't steal dogs.
They do.
They do. And I'm like, people don't shoot people. That's ridiculous. You wouldn't shoot anyone. That's just for video games. No, we're shooting people. We're stealing dogs. And I clearly don't have a grasp on what the world is actually like out there. Gee, many Christmas.
Again, thankfully, the dog walker is going to make a recovery, but that it's not like, just kind of shot 4 times. So really shot.
Jeez.
So they're still trying to track the other 2 dogs down. I think, again, remembering the 3rd dog had gotten away during it, and then the police found it and were able to bring it back home afterwards.
It just bugs me. People should be able to walk their dogs. Like, give me a freaking break.
This was the worst of the riots, and we'd like to congratulate you on having the stomach to stick around to the very end. The Riot exists because Radio U exists, and Radio U only exists because of your support. Find out more and give now at RadioU.com/donate.
Kiss-a-me. Kiss-a-me mucho.